Okay, so for this week's Monday Night Raw, we really begin the hard push for WrestleMania. Because we're on the road to WrestleMania, therefore making a massive push towards the Royal Rumble. So 2 names have been introduced. Well, the New Day dipped their sticks into it. Which also means Titus O'Neil come out. Because Titus is like, I want to be part of the New Day. And Titus is ridiculous entertaining in this whole segment. Great segment. I recommend watching it on YouTube. It's a really solid segment. Shows that Titus has the skills necessary to actually be better than jobber talent. He then faces Xavier Woods for the right to be in the New Day. He ragdolls Woods. Roll up, 3 count, Woods wins. Okay. So, not bad. I mean, it's a good segment. I bring this segment, that's not the opener, that's like a mid-segment. Because beginning is Jericho, Owens, Stephanie, Mick Foley. Mick, I love you, but man. They set up the matches for the night. Jericho, Roman Reigns for the title. Rollins, Owens, winner of that match, is not banned from ringside. Mick Foley gets confused and then decides that he wants to ban Chris Jericho from ringside during the Jericho-Reigns match. To which Steph has to save him and is like, no. Jericho's in the match. We can't ban him from the match. And that all kind of falls apart. And there's also going to be a Kevin Owens show. The official Kevin Owens show. To end Raw. With their special guest, Bill Goldberg. So, Rollins, Owens, nice back and forth. They have good matches. On the outside, Owens hits Rollins with the ring bell, getting disqualified and not being allowed to get involved in the Roman Reigns-Jericho match. They made a motion that if Reigns gets DQ'd, he loses the title. So, Reigns, Jericho, again, solid match because it's Jericho. He was on a great match with people, and Reigns is a good worker. Jericho grabs a hold of the belt. The ref's distracted. Throws the belt to Reigns and lays down. Like Reigns hit him with the title. Crowd is going nuts. They're like, yes, and you go out back. I'm like, it's some really good stuff. Doesn't get a DQ. Hits a code breaker. 1, 2, 7 8 kick out. And then, there's exposed turnbuckle that Jericho hits. Spear by Reigns. 1, 2, 3. Reigns retains. So, now to the Kevin Owens show. They actually have a guy wearing a Kevin Owens show poster board over his face. It's pretty wicked. Jericho then drops the hint that he will be the 3rd person to enter the Royal Rumble match. This is when I brought up the fact that New Day said they're in the Royal match. He's actually the 7th person. Unless he's talking as the 3rd individual and the New Day is considered one single unit. So Jericho's like, that means I can face you for the title, and then whoever wins, we're still champion. Alright. Oh, this is a bad idea. Goldberg comes down and is like, you're in the match? I'm gonna kill you. And then, getting the belt off of either you or Reigns. Down comes Reigns. And I was like, if Reigns were to beat Owens, to lead to a Goldberg-Reigns match? That could be interesting. Strowman comes down, and it's like, no, I'm killing all of you. Eats a double spear. Goldberg preens, and then we go off the air. So, awkward end. So now I'll talk about the divisions. Anderson took on Cesaro for the tag matches. Okay. And of course, since Gallows is getting involved to make Sheamus get involved, Sheamus inadvertently kind of cost Cesaro the match. Club, no heat. Which is sad because they're good, just the E has really done a poor job with them. So I guess they're the new number contenders. Okay. I guess. It's fine. Enzo and Big Cass are going to have a match against Rusev and Jinder Mahal. But Cass is still in the wheelchair. Enzo's in the wheelchair, Cass goes on his own. Does pretty well, but the numbers get a hold of him. And he gets pinned. So our tag matches were a handicap and a singles match. They're continuing the Noam Dar, Alicia Fox, Cedric Alexander feud. But this time they threw in Drew I Don't Get a Pinfall Gulag involved in this. With his buddy on the outside, the Don't Call Me Adrian Neville, Tony Nese. Alexander's doing a good job. Neeson's on the apron, which makes Fox get on the apron. Fox pulls down Nese, distracts Alexander, handful of tights, Drew Gulak. I think that's his first victory, period, in the 205 Live era. Alright. Crowd kind of made noise during the match. The Brian Kendrick takes on TJ Perkins again. And their matches, fair. They've had better matches. Win is coming from, detonation kick and a knee bar. Crowd tepid for the match. But then again, no one really has character development, except for Daivari, Jack Gallagher, and Noam Dar, and Neville. That's really it for character development, and that's a whole division. So they're the new Divas division, effectively. For women's matches, we get one. Nia Jax in a no contestation match against Bayley. This, of course, is after Stephanie McMahon runs Bayley down, and it's like, you're nothing, you're a nobody, and Bayley gets to do her standard. I deserve to be here. Plucky fighting spirit bit. So the match is just Nia Jax destroying Bayley. Nia Jax on the second rope. Sasha's music hits. She looks, watch Sasha Banks come down. Eats an avalanche, Bayley to belly. 1, 2, 3. Bayley's taking on Charlotte at Royal Rumble. Okay. That's it for the women. You're probably thinking, a lot had to happen on this episode of Raw. Pretty much one of the best moments, the last man standing match. Seeing Sami Zayn tee off on Braun Strowman with the kendo stick. And then the rest of the match, they're showing Braun from the back, and he's got like welts and pinches from the kendo stick. It's wicked. Braun Strowman looked like an unstoppable tank. And Sami Zayn like someone you were going to have to kill to put down. Nice job on keep doing some of the false spots here and there. When Sami Zayn does the running crossbody to knock Braun Strowman off of the stage through tables to the outside, I'm like, it's a great, great ending. But it's not an ending. They do a spot where Sami Zayn is beating Strowman with a chair. Strowman grabs a chair and lifts a chair up and Sami Zayn simultaneously and like hucks him down the ramp. This match was a great display of the sheer brutality that is Braun Strowman. And him taking a beating and just not staying down. I mean, they're really putting him at that level where he is approaching that Reigns, Lesnar, Goldberg sort of you're going to have to pretty much kill me to beat me. It's interesting seeing Braun get that heavy of a push. And his mic works for the character. It's yelling and screaming like, I will destroy you. So, the ending was just odd with the Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho, and then Goldberg, and then them leaving. So Goldberg and Reigns can share the ring because, who cares about the Universal title? You got to build other matches. And then Strowman getting laid out. Okay? Felt awkward. But the idea of maybe doing a Goldberg-Reigns match, it's got some legs to it. I'd much rather see Jericho and Owens for the title at WrestleMania, but those two guys have a non-title match. It would be an interesting exhibition sort of match. Maybe they're going to use Goldberg to be the guy who destroys Lesnar, who then passes that on to Roman Reigns, to the unmitigated boos of the whole crowd.